Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cactus Patch. I'm your host, Cactus, and joining me today to speak about the Global Gauntlet and their fantastic run they had during the event itself. And member of PXG is Gray. Gray, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Now, for those who maybe might, for some reason, not know who you are, why don't you give a little bit about yourself? What you kind of known for in the scene, and things like that.
So yeah, my nickname is Gray. I've been playing Splatoon since 2015 now. Um, I'm a French player, and I've mostly been, playing competitively, uh, for 11 years now. Uh, I've mostly won a lot of tournaments. I've won the European Championship. I participated to Worlds 2019, and yeah, so far I'm just competing still today, and the game is very fun.
All right, fantastic. And take me back to 2015. What drove you to, or how did you get into Splatoon? What was kind of like that moment for you that like you saw that game and you were like, I gotta play that.
Um, Actually, matter of fact, when I saw the game for the first time, I thought it looked pretty bad, and I didn't want to play that.
That's so fair.
Um, yeah, and I was wrong. So it's just a couple of my friends wanted to play Splatoon, and it was a 4v4 game, and there were three of them wanting to play Splatoon. So they were like, okay, yeah, if you buy the game, we could make a team or something. And I was like, I don't know. Like the game looks pretty weird. The gamepad looks pretty weird.
Hmm.
Uh, because I used to play on Xbox a lot, so the
Okay.
controller it was way different, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know. And then I went to the store and I saw the game was 40 euros, which was not a lot because back then
Hmm.
it was like 60 or 70
Yeah.
euros. And I was young as well, so my mom had to buy it for me. And I was like, maybe I could get my mom to buy it. And yeah, I bought Splatoon, and honestly, yeah, it wasn't bad. Obviously, like the game was fantastic, and I'm glad I didn't listen to my first impression of the game that it looked shit because obviously I'm still playing it today. So
Yeah, absolutely. What was like the first weapon you remember like picking up once you had a handful of them unlocked that you really fell for?
my first real weapon was Dynamo Roller on Splatoon 1 for
Okay.
sure. Um, Yeah, Dynamo. I think I was only a real Dynamo player. I don't really remember playing other weapons. I think I remember Dynamo mostly because I think it's the last weapon you unlock. So I
Hmm.
was like, damn, that weapon must be super strong, and yeah, it's a weapon today I can't really play anymore.
Hmm.
I honestly fell out of love with it, but definitely one of my most iconic weapon for sure.
Very nice. Very nice. Honestly, I totally get that mindset too. Because, like, yeah, it's like one of those, like, it's almost like a battle pass kind of thing. Like, when you get to the very end, you're like, oh, this is like the
Yeah.
high tier. This is like the best thing. It's got to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah, the last weapon you unlock is Golden Dynamo, and it costs a lot of gold, like a lot of in-game money. And I
Yeah.
was like, damn, like this looks really really good. And yeah, Dynamo, you paint a lot, you can kill a lot,
Hmm.
and yeah.
Very nice. So, you were saying how like a couple of your friends wanted to get a team started. Is that kind of where your I guess your competitive drive started, or like when did you like really start delving into the competitive side of the game?
Well, I was always a competitive person, real life or on video games.
Hmm.
When I was 10, I was competing already in like Call of Duty. I wasn't really competing, officially in because it was a land back then, and
Yeah.
obviously I was 10 years old playing Call of Duty. So,
Yeah.
but I was playing ranked a lot. Like I was playing ranked on Call of Duty, ranked on Overwatch, ranked on uh, Rainbow Six Siege, like
Hmm.
all sort of games like this. Shooter games, FPS mostly, and yeah, I was always competitive. So when Splatoon dropped, and I was like, oh, that's a Nintendo game, which I love Nintendo, right? But they
Hmm.
never had this competitive game ever. Um, Besides like Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart, which they can be competitive, but it's like they're not really meant for it, I guess, in the first place
Yeah.
by Nintendo at
It's
least.
more of like a I guess, like a family-friendly type of competitive where it's like you're mainly
Yeah,
just competing against,
exactly.
like,
Yeah,
people with Nick near you.
yeah. I played Smash Bros competitively a little bit. I wasn't like the best at it or anything, but yeah, I always played like every game I touch. I try to be. It's not I try to be. It's I'm naturally trained to be competitive at it.
Mhm.
Like decently, like not even being the best or anything, but just being the best version of myself.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I was always competitive. So when Nintendo drops an official competitive game, I'm like, wow, like I need to be good at this. And as soon as the game dropped, I was struggling a little bit, but then I could really see the potential with the game, and I was like, I kind of fell in love with it.
Very nice. What would you say I know you did mention you've been, like, competing for or playing the game for a little over a decade now. What would you say one of your favorite memories, up to this point, has been for you in Splatoon? Now, I know, like, picking one might be very difficult, so if you wanna give, like, maybe, like, a top 3 of your favorite
Top three, okay.
moments for playing this game in the competitive, uh,
Mm,
version.
well, I think number one would be the victory at the European Championship in 2019.
Mhm.
Um, so obviously I'm French, and the event was in France with basically 98% of the people being French,
Okay.
and they were all supporting us. The event itself was really nice. We came out on top with victory. Matter of fact, a revenge against German players because we lost to them last year.
Oh,
So it
okay.
was it was a revenge. Plus we had the home crowd. Plus it was like like going to Worlds. Like that was insane,
Yeah.
right? So like everything. Probably the European Championship is my biggest achievement. My biggest achievement for sure. And then I have a lot of good memories about this game. Um, Probably uh, Riptide 2025 was probably one of the best runs I've done
Mhm.
because you know I only went to the USA once, which was during Worlds in Los Angeles, right?
Mhm.
Um, but Riptide was different because I had to pay everything myself. I went to the US alone, right?
Mhm.
It was like a kind of like the first time I really traveled alone out of my country.
Mhm.
Uh, and I go there by myself with my money, taking a plane to play Splatoon LAN. Like that was kind of exciting, and the LAN itself was really good. We went to like roller coasters. We like like I hung out with American people, which I never meet because
Yeah.
obviously they live on different continent. So that was pretty nice. Obviously, we won, which made it better. But even if we didn't win, honestly, like the event was really nice. And after that, I went to visit Fuzzy, which is for me, he's like the goat, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
he's 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 literally like the reason I'm even good at this game, in my opinion. So it, I went to visit him and I slept at his home and like we visited New York. So yeah, basically like I completed a lot of things going there, like going to LAN, winning it in the US,
Mhm.
hanging out with friends. Like I usually only talk to on Discord.
Yeah.
Going to New York for the first time, visiting Fuzzy for the first time.
Yeah, so
Like
it's kind of like
Riptide
a
definitely.
bucket list kinda thing, right? Like, besides, like, obviously
Yeah,
for the land, but, like, you have to do so much more,
yeah. I mean, the
besides
the
just attend.
going to the US for a LAN was definitely a thing on my bucket list, and visiting New York was a thing on my bucket list, and seeing Fuzzy once in real life was also a thing. So it was really nice, and obviously winning again. Like winning is the cherry
Yeah.
on top, but again, like even if we didn't win, like that's honestly like it would have been okay. Um, so yeah, I think Riptide. I know it's recent, but honestly, I don't even think it's recency bias. I think it was really a pleasant time,
Mhm.
because basically I was in vacations, right? Like for a week, I was just going. I was just fucking playing video games and
Yeah.
hanging out and going to roller coasters. Like it was just a great time. Um, and then third, I'm not sure. Uh, it's a lot of good memories. Honestly, I could say like honestly a million things. Though I remember the first. the first major I won was
Mhm.
like Invitational in 2018 with Kraken Paradise,
Mhm.
and I remember winning. We like reverse swept Team Olive
Oh,
in the grand
okay.
finals. Like we were 0-3 and we came back 4-3, and I remember it was Rainmaker Monta, and I squid bagged to get the win because to like not squid back like disrespectful, but
Yeah,
I
but,
squid
like,
back
'cause
to
yeah,
get
to, like,
in.
dodge those points and, like or dodge the bullets
Yeah,
and
yeah,
get to
yeah,
those points. Yeah, I know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
And, and I remember that, and yeah, for me that like this win, like I think that was my first major win
Mhm.
ever, because I competed for a while, but I wasn't always the best, and
Mhm.
I remember 2018, still pretty early in my career, and I remember winning there like made me, it felt like I had reached another step. It's like okay, finally I'm a good player now. Like I feel like I can say I'm a good player because I've won this tournament.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, again, meaning things like every French championship, every lands I've done, you could squeeze them there, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, no, honestly, yeah, it's good times.
That's honestly a fantastic top 3. I mean, I could totally get the perspective too of just being able to I mean, it feels like overall, like, you really just had those opportunities to not just, like, be able to, like, branch out to outside of, like, your main circle, but, like, you get to do so much more, and, like, a lot of those wins too, like, they help so much more just to kind of, like, reinforce those memories because like, there was, like, an
True,
accomplishment.
exactly. Yeah, I
There's
have the trophy, right? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's always gonna be a memory, like a medal trophy. So yeah, I also have a bottom three, but yeah.
I mean, if you'd like, we could discuss bottom 3 too. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, if you want,
Sure. So
it's
what would
funny.
you say are your least favorite 3 moments you've had in this scene?
Uh, I mean, it's actually quite simple. It's losing the European Championship in 2018.
Mhm.
Uh, I'd say we lost in an unfair way. Like not even excuses, just looking back at it, it was so unfair. Like we play against the best team in semifinals.
Mhm.
Because then it's best of three on bad maps, even though in finals it was best of five on decent maps. So
Yeah.
it felt a bit unfair. Like even if we had won, I would have said the same thing.
Mhm.
That's yeah, losing there. It was my first like major loss, I
Mhm.
think, because it was the first time I attended something like that, right?
Yeah.
And it was going to Worlds, it's the best thing, right? And then we lose 1-2, and obviously if we win against them, we win in finals.
Yeah.
So because we were like the two best teams, so it's like damn, it felt really shit to lose.
Mhm.
Because I was so young as well. Like I was like 15 or 16,
Yeah.
and it was on my birthday as well. I remember.
Oh.
So
So it's literally
it
just
felt
daggers on
pretty
daggers.
bad. Yeah, it felt pretty bad. Nowadays, like it's whatever. Like
Mhm.
I'm not crying about it every day, but
Yeah.
definitely when I think about a bad moment, it's this one because it was my first loss, and I remember I was super upset. It was the first time I wanted to quit the game. I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
this I can't come back from that. But and that's why 2019 is in my top three because I came back from that. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, so yeah. So yeah, this one. Then it's losing European Championship again in 2023. Again, same thing. Same story basically. Like we meet Germany in semifinals.
Yeah.
So it's best of five instead of best of seven on different maps and stuff. So yeah, we face them in semifinals. We we lose 2-3. We lose even though honestly, like I discussed it with Zeras and German players in general, and they agree. So again, it's not me like making excuses, but
Yeah.
like they didn't think they would win. Like they thought they'd just lose.
Mhm.
And even us, like we thought we'd win and we lost. So it's like I think if we played them like 10 times, we probably win 8 times. But we
Yeah.
we fucking rolled the 2 times that we don't win. So it's
Yeah.
like damn. Especially for me, like the prize was obviously going to Worlds, but the Worlds were in Japan, and I never went to Japan in my life. So I was like,
Yeah.
wow, if I go to Japan, that's amazing, right? For Worlds, like fully paid, right? Like
Yeah.
Nintendo pays for you when you go to these. Yeah, I would feel pretty bad, but again, like I've mourned. Like it happens. It's life. Sometimes it doesn't go the
Mhm.
way you want, but yeah, and I think the third is again you could say a few things, but I think losing to America, to the US, I guess to America when at Worlds 2019,
Mhm.
for pretty shit again. Like we lose 2-3. I think we lose to Japan regardless in the finals, but just going to the finals would have been amazing, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So yeah, that felt pretty shit. I remember, but end of the day, I wasn't that mad
Mhm.
because it's Worlds. Like like we would have lost. I knew we would have lost.
Mhm.
So but at least we would have tried. So the fact that we never got to try is the frustrating part. Um, but yeah, I guess you could say also maybe I don't know, like a couple of tournaments I've lost that
Mhm.
felt a bit shit, but that's the main three, and all three obviously are lands because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
really
I mean,
impactful,
that's what
especially
I
like
was about to say, that's where it's the
national
most
lands.
impactful the most, because like, you're in person, you put out the effort
Exactly,
to
yeah. You
travel
live it.
and you practice for it, and, like, just losing
Yeah,
also
yeah.
in front of, like, your peers, right? It's not like going online events, like, okay, it's, like, on a stream. It's like they're there. They're in that building with you.
Exactly, yeah. No, yeah, it's a whole different story. It's as you said, like you practice for it. That's the most important thing. Like for like months, you're like practicing for one thing, and
Mhm.
it's like if you lose, it's especially Nintendo, right? Like it's only 1 year, like one event per year. So if you lose that year, it's over. Like you don't have anything else. Whether you don't have any other events other than the online ones, but that's not the same compared
Yeah.
to like League of Legends or Valorant. If you lose in December, you have another event in fucking February.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I guess that's my bottom three. But I guess I hope I wasn't too long. But
No, absolutely, you're fine. I guess I do have a follow-up question since you brought up, all these events. So, losing at, like,
yeah.
these major events, especially when you were so young, what was, like, your driving force that helped you not just give up and quit, right? Like, what helped you kind of just keep pushing, especially when, especially like you said, you were, like, 15, 16, losing, like, an event, like, that big, and, like, all all inspiration, all just kind of will out just goes out the window there. What kinda kept you going? Like, with, like, being like, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm sure, like, something good could come out of it."
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because I wanted to give up at some point in my career. I don't like the term career, but I'm gonna say it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to give up at some point in my career, right? Like when I lost in 2018, I wanted to quit. When I
Mhm.
lost in 2023, I wanted to quit. Like it's just like yeah. But I think I was lucky to be around good people,
Mhm.
especially in 2018, right? I had Sorin, I remember, mostly Kiver as well.
Mhm.
That they were like more mature than me, or more they were like older than me as well,
Yeah.
right? So especially 2018, I remember I really felt guilty because I thought it was really my fault we lost.
Mhm.
Because I was really shaking. I was like not comfortable at all,
Yeah.
right? And they were telling me like it's like I mean it's okay, right? I mean they can only really say that, but you could be around the bad people and they could like blame you and stuff, but they didn't do that. So I
Yeah.
think I was lucky to be around good people and mature people, and uh yeah, I mean and today I wish to be this person to other teammates because now I'm the old guy in my teams, right?
Yeah.
So it's if something like that happens one day, it's like I wish I could be that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Because I remember, for example, Urza, who was one of my teammates, who was the same age as me.
Mhm.
He was really more affected by these losses than me. Even though
Mhm.
I was affected, he was even more affected. He was affected even more.
Yeah.
And I remember it's like, yeah, like you have to reassure people because end of the day, yeah, it's frustrating, and yeah, we're investing a lot of time and effort into this, but it's Splatoon. Like you just have to keep moving and go next, and then so
Absolutely.
yeah, I think what kept me going is having mature people, and also knowing we could win. Like if
Mhm.
it felt impossible, like maybe I would have actually given up. But the fact that every time we go so close, like 2-3, 2-3, 1-3, 1-2, um, it's like damn man, like next time for sure, like we can win,
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, it's just knowing the possibility that you can do it.
yeah, we can do it. We just have to keep trying.
Mhm.
As I said, like in 2023, for example, dude, I'm pretty sure we play them like 10 times. We win most of the time.
Mhm.
So it's just unfortunate. Like, it's life. We lose, right? It's life, and they were better, so they deserve to win, right? I'm not saying
Mhm.
they don't deserve to win, but it's like, if there was a 2024, like, we would have came back and we would have tried it even harder,
Mhm.
So yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. It gives you that driving force to know that you could keep going and like the possibilities there. It's just like you mentioned, or like you said earlier, like sometimes you just lose the those roles, those life roles of those opportunities. So, what would
Um.
you say an era of the game you would enjoy going back to if you could?
Oh, it was very simple. Um, so I didn't name that thing in my top three because it was an era. It wasn't a moment in particular. It
Yeah.
was an era, as you said.
Mhm.
So 2017, the August of 2017.
Mhm.
So that was the end of Splatoon 1, right?
Okay.
And I was playing because I was in middle school. I was in the final year of middle school, so
Mhm.
I had all of my exams finished. Um, I was, young, so I didn't have responsibilities or whatever. Like, I didn't have a job. So I finished school like, I don't know, like 1 p.m. because we have no classes anymore and whatever.
Yeah.
And I just go home and me and all of my friends, uh, we just play JP Scrims all day for like 10 hours. We go back to sleep and repeat. Like, that was the best Splatoon era ever. And Fuzzy was a part of it.
Mhm.
And he actually like brought us, like, he actually put us on, right? He actually like taught us how to play JP Screams, and he brought us to good ones and stuff. So I was lucky to have him. But yeah, it was a group of me. I'm gonna say names probably, like,
Yeah, by all
people don't
means.
know, but it was Alex, me, Urza, Sorin, Kronos, Banana, and Fuzzy, pretty much.
Mhm.
And so basically all French except Fuzzy. And yeah, I don't know. It was so fun, right? We just get home. The sun is here, but like we played Jape Scrims. It was so fun because it was the end of Splatoon 1, so the meta, like, it's another topic, but the meta was so aggressive. It
Mhm.
was like a fun game, you know. It was fun. It's not like spamming like Stingray, like, no.
Yeah.
It was like we were fighting so much and having fun, and it was the end of the game, so it was like whatever, like we're just having fun. We're not like sweating or anything.
Yeah.
I was 15 again. Like, it's a different time. I couldn't do that today, but if I could come back, probably, like, if I could live one more day of me 15 just playing GP Scrims, probably I'd choose that. It's a lot of eras. Like, I could also say 2024. I was picking up Wrench Blaster, and I
Mhm.
was playing so much X rank, and I had a lot of fun doing that because it was a new chapter for me. It was like a new thing for me
Mhm.
to play Range Blaster because I was playing support back then. Um, but yeah, so probably 2017 or 2024. I'd say 2017 because it was me and friends.
Mhm.
2024 was just me alone. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's honestly you could probably put both of those at that high pedestal of like of like one like side being like you with others and the other side is like a huge era moment for you just as an
Yeah,
individual being
yeah,
able to grow there. Um
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, those are really cool. You did say you started like a new era with blasters. What would you say like out of all the weapons that you've been able to play and pick up through the years, what would you say your favorite one was? Even if it's like let's say today's, like you could say that too. But like, what would you say your favorite era of like weapon playing was?
Um, I mean, it's right now, Blasters, I think.
Hmm.
The thing is, I actually looked it up because I was doing an interview a couple months ago, and I he the person asked me how many weapons have you won with, and I actually looked it up, and I've won with a lot of weapons, like probably the most in West, honestly.
Yeah,
Like, I've legit won a major tournament with at least 20 weapons.
that's
I think
actually
it was 20,
insane.
22 or something. Yeah, yeah, like really, like, and not playing one game of them, like actually playing them, right?
Yeah.
So, uh, yeah, I've played a lot of weapons. I think blasters are my favorite era
Hmm.
because I think Frontline is more. I think Frontline in Splatoon is very rewarding
Mhm.
in this game. Um, I love blasters. They're pretty good. Because they weren't good in Splatoon 2, for example, but they're very good in this game. Um, yeah, I'd say blasters probably. My favorite weapon is range blaster. I really enjoyed S blast as well. I had a tough time picking up S blast, but I did, and it was really fun. Um, but weirdly enough, some weapons I had a lot of fun with, like Dynamo in Splatoon 1, which is crazy, right? Like, who plays blaster and Dynamo? Like,
Yeah. It's
doesn't
such a
exist. But
wide mix.
yeah, and yeah, Dynamo I had fun in Splatoon 1, but end of the day, Splatoon 1, I if I went back to Splatoon 1 today, like I said, like you told me, like if you if you could go back to an era, like yeah, if I go back to 2017, I wouldn't play Dynamo. I'd probably play another weapon, even
Mhm.
though that was the weapon I played in Splatoon 1. Because I don't know, I just feel like I grew out of this weapon.
Yeah, and I
Um,
think that's fair.
yeah, so yeah, probably blasters. There was weirdly a weapon I really enjoyed, and it was Undercover Brella.
Mhm.
Really weird to enjoy because it's a weapon nobody plays.
Yeah, no one dares to pick it up.
Yeah, yeah. But it was meta in 2019,
Mhm.
and 2019 was probably one of my best year in terms of accomplishments, as I said, with like the European Championship and stuff. So, and all of the online tournaments with Kraken Paradise. So yeah, and I was playing mostly Kenza Undercover Brella, and I feel like I was really good at it, and yeah, it's a very weak weapon. Like, you're not the main character with it, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those
So
weapons that, like,
yeah,
helps assist a lot too, so, like, you kinda get,
yeah,
like,
it's
a
a lot
bit
of
of that.
sim.
Yeah, you get a bit of that main character energy, but, like, you're not the main character.
Yeah, the thing is, I obviously had like the best team at that time in the game, so
Mhm.
playing undercover was felt better because obviously we were just winning tournaments and stuff. So yeah, but even then, like I remember definitely having fun compared to playing Junior or H3 or Zap, which they're okay, but I didn't really have much fun
Mhm.
with these weapons.
Was it easy to kinda make that swap going from, like, a more supportive role to a more aggressive role?
Oh, it's hard, honestly. I think uh, honestly, I think I haven't really seen a lot of people do that.
Mhm.
Honestly, like
Yeah, I was gonna say usually I see
usually,
the opposite because like I know like
yeah,
you always see in all gaming aspects like oh the older you get the more supportive role you end up take on. I
exactly,
feel
yeah.
like you've
I
you've
was,
been like the
mhm,
opposite.
yeah. I was gonna say that. Like, I was gonna say usually people switch to support, and yeah. I mean, honestly, if I wanted to, I think I could play support because I've played it so much.
Mhm.
Even today, I
Yeah.
could go back to support all the time. But as I said, I think Splatoon is really a frontline game. You get rewarded so much.
Mhm.
It's really fun to play because the game is so fast with the movements and stuff. Um, but yeah, yeah, it's hard. I think if I didn't lose in 2023, I wouldn't have been able to make the switch
Mhm.
because it's really a mental one.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like, it's like it's cringe to say. I don't mean it as a cringe, but it's like you're kind of reborn, kind of.
Yeah. No, I know what
Like,
you
I,
mean.
I
Yeah.
really I really had to get destroyed and like kind of lose faith in a way,
Mhm.
like because we lost in 2023 the European Championship. So if like we lost and I was like, damn, either I quit or I change everything type of situation, right?
Mhm.
And so that's why I was able to play Range Buster because I was like, I need something new, right? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's hard. I think you can't really like snap and be like, oh, okay, tomorrow I want to play Frontline, let's go. Like, no, I think you need I don't, you need the right weapon, the right mindset, most importantly,
Mhm.
and yeah. And honestly, I've been playing Splatoon for a while, so I know how to play every weapon like in the game if I want
Yeah.
to, right? It's just uh, like I know I have very good fundamentals of Splatoon because I've played it for so long and stuff, and
Mhm.
I've watched a lot of gameplay. But yeah, it's hard. I think Frontline is the hardest role, but at the same time, it's the most fun one. So
Yeah, I mean, it's also like you said, like you've mentioned before, it's such a rewarding role that I think that explains why like, a lot of people try to go for it. Because
Oh
they
yeah,
want that satisfaction. I think like what you said is like the biggest decider for what for players that achieve greatness with it, and those that maybe are stuck kind of in the loop is probably the mindset.
yeah. The mindset is the most important thing anyway. And if you want to improve and stuff, it's really so important.
Mhm. So you mentioned at the start of this that you've had a lot of like great high achievements that you've accomplished over the decade that you've been playing Splatoon. What drives you to keep pushing for even greater achievements in this game?
Um, Honestly, I think it's just my current teammates.
Hmm.
Cause yeah, I mean, whether I win the next 10 tournaments or I don't play them or I lose,
Hmm.
end of the day, I'm I'm happy about uh what I've accomplished in the
Yeah.
scene, no matter what.
Hmm.
So it's really my teammates. Like they're all relatively new to the scene. Like I'm playing with someone named Noah. He's like 17 years old,
Hmm.
and like he's not new like today, but he's like he started playing competitively like 2 years ago or something.
Hmm.
Gus and Jordan, like Jordan, I think started playing competitively like 1 year ago.
Hmm.
Gus, I think he's been around for longer, but he hasn't been to such great highs, I think,
Hmm.
than currently. Um, like they're all good. They all could win without me for sure. Like I'm not
Hmm.
saying this, but it's like, I kind of want to guide them.
Yeah.
Like kind of want to guide them. Kind of like not be like a role model, like father. Like no, not
Oh,
at
yeah.
all, right? But
In a sense, you kind of wanna build them up to almost leave like a legacy in a sense, right? You want to show them like for how long you've been doing it, like they are capable of it. It's just a matter of like building them into how you see the game and how you see like competitive as a whole, so they can
yeah,
in a
exactly,
sense
yeah.
do exactly
Because
that.
because I do think a lot of players are also veterans like me, but we we all have our version of the game. Like we all see the game differently,
Hmm.
and yeah, I kind of want to give them my vision. They do whatever they want with it. Maybe they won't listen to me. Maybe they think I'm wrong or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of want to give them my vision and hopefully maybe they'll keep playing because they will play longer than me. I hope. Uh, um yeah, I want them to succeed, with or without me. Like
Hmm.
it's fine. Like again, like I've played for a long time with so many different players teams, so it's like yeah, today I don't really mind. Like obviously I want to win, but
Yeah.
I don't really care too much about winning.
Hmm.
It's more like I'm happy that they're winning. I'm happy to be a part of it, but it's more like for the like very far future. Like
Hmm.
yeah, kind of legacy, as you said, I guess. Like yeah, for the future, like I want the because Fuzzy kind of built a legacy, right? Like with me, Kyo, Ice. If
Yeah.
you look at years in the future, like all of them are winning tournaments even today, right? Ice,
Hmm.
Kyo, and me. Like I hope, I hope it's gonna be this case with some of them. Maybe not, probably not, because Fuzzy really built us up.
Hmm.
Compared to me, like I'm not really like insanely coaching them or anything. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're good people. I think they're smart. They're good. So yeah, why not?
Absolutely. You're building upon like in a sense, I guess, the next generation of like greatest players, like how Fuzzy was for you. You're hoping to do the same for them, and ideally
Yeah,
so on and so forth.
yeah. I hope honestly, like for example, Noah, he's French as well.
Hmm.
I hope in the future, like he's gonna be able to help other people like get into the competitive scene and win stuff. Not saying I did that with Noah, but like he could win without me, I'm sure. But it's
Yeah.
like it's always better if you have like me next to you rather than like because I'm a veteran, right? So it's
Yeah.
always better to have someone experienced next to you than having no one at all. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Absolutely. So before we switch gears into the main topic of like the global gauntlet, is there anything last you'd like to say on this like this first like section of topic that we're on before we switch over?
um no, I mean if there's no more questions, I'm not sure what's there to add. I think
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
good. So
Awesome. All right, so the first question I'm going to have for you then, switching gears to the global gauntlet, which at the time of this recording we have was last weekend. How would you say your overall experience playing in the global gauntlet was?
Um, Global experience. It was. I mean, it was super fun. I mean, obviously, for me, I've competed for years in the Western competitive scene,
Mhm,
but end of the day, I kind of maxed out on my Western experience.
mhm,
I've played against every team, every players. I've won every type of Western tournaments there is to be.
mhm.
Uh, so what's the next step? You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like going back to the topic, like what keeps me going. It's like there's always a next step, and it's Japan, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, playing against the best Japanese players, some of the best Japanese players, um, definitely insane. Uh, I had a lot of fun personally because, as I said, it's a goal, right, for
Yeah.
me to be as good as them. I know it's not realistic to say because obviously they're playing like they're screaming against each other's more and stuff, but
Yeah.
still, it was a good glimpse of what we could do as a
Mhm.
team and as players, and I was happy that we got to experience that.
Absolutely. What would you say you liked and maybe didn't like, about the event as a whole? And now this could be from runtime, format, could be anything.
Um, well, what didn't I like? Obviously, the time.
Yeah.
5 a.m. was a bit tough for me.
I can imagine, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, obviously, like they have to, someone has to be annoyed, right? There's
Yeah.
3 time zones, so it's fine. Like I'm not gonna talk too much about it. It's just definitely like 5 a.m. is okay, but the thing is, the format was good. It's just it takes too long to ban maps, and
Mhm.
especially the Japanese players, like they don't really use send to ink, so they don't know what to do.
Yeah, so it's like a learning
Like
curve for them as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like again, it's not something I'm gonna say to the TOs. Oh, that was bad. Like
Oh, yeah, no,
no,
yeah. If anything, this was like a good learning experience for all
yeah,
those
yeah.
involved.
It's basically like 5 a.m. and it finished at like 10 a.m. for 6 sets, and definitely, bro, like the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth set,
Mhm.
I was sleeping on my controller. It's not even excuses. It's not even excuses because like yeah,
Yeah.
they're good players and whatever, but it's definitely like if we were to play at I don't know 1 p.m.
Mhm.
I would have played so much better. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like I was definitely absolutely sleeping and it was bad. And I
Yeah.
feel bad because you know it's something that it's once in a while opportunity to play against some of the best in Japan.
Mhm.
But I don't know when you're tired, you can't really resist, right? So
Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those just unfortunate, like, factors that, taken
yeah,
to
it
account for
has to
it.
happen. If
Yeah.
it wasn't me complaining, it would be an American guy or a Japanese guy. So
Yeah,
it's okay.
exactly.
But yeah, so yeah, I didn't like the banning, like the runtime,
Mhm.
and I think the banning was taking too long or something. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It just took too long. I think
Mhm.
it could have been shortened by a few, like even like 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
Like honestly, but I liked everything else. Obviously, like I liked the teams we're facing. I liked the idea.
Mhm.
I like the formats was very good. Like banning and like counter pick and stuff.
Yeah.
Like super smart, and it takes like a whole level like strategy. Oh, we need to ban this because they have this as their comp or whatever. Um, oh yeah, super nice. No, yeah, I mean everything else is to like. Honestly,
Mhm.
it's super great. Like, yeah, facing 6 teams, 6 Japanese teams, like in a row, like with no bracket or no pressure of losing first round. Like so cool.
Yeah, it kinda
Honestly, like
gave you the
even
opportunity for, like, a
after the
scrim.
discourse of last year.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, that kinda gave you, like, maybe, like, that experience of, like, almost like you're just scrimming them at this point, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically scrims, but they agree to scrim, and you don't have to like message them or
Yep.
no. It was super cool, and yeah, after this course of last year, I thought of many things we could do as West to, like be better and whatever. But this tournament, I didn't think about, and
Mhm.
honestly, I'm super glad you know, it was thought of by the TOs.
Mhm.
Um, because again, I've played for a long time, and I've never had this opportunity to play against 6 Japanese teams as a scrim. Like that,
Mhm.
it's insane, right? Like it's really insane. I
If
scrimmed against Japan before, but it's
Yeah.
it's like rare that you face such good opponents, right?
Mhm.
It's super super rare. So yeah.
If you could, would you have liked to, like, have more games, per team?
I mean, yes, but at the same time, like BO5 is honestly perfect. Like
Yeah.
BO5 was perfect, especially because it's at kind of bad times. So it's like if you do like best of nines or best of sevens, maybe it takes really too long,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
and then like everybody becomes annoyed. No, I think BO5 is the perfect middle ground. Obviously, like yeah, if I could, I would have this tournament every day. Like yeah,
Mhm.
but obviously that's not realistic. So no, yeah, yeah, for sure. BO5 is perfect, I think.
Cool. Um, how did the powerhouse, of PXG come to form to compete in an event like this?
Um, you mean how did we form as a team?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, how did this team kinda come to be, so that you were able to, like, compete at this high caliber that you guys are competing at pretty frequently?
well, the origin of the team was without Jordan and without Gosh. It was me, Noah, Zeraz, and then our last kind of kept switching.
Mhm.
Uh, basically, I recognized Noah to be very good from the start. I was like, damn, okay, this guy is real.
Mhm.
He was very young, but even though he was very young, he was like very smart and mature,
Yeah.
kind of like how I think I was back then.
Mhm.
Uh, so I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's he's probably like next up, like for real.
Mhm.
And then we needed like Zeras quit the game, and we needed two guys. And then we saw Jordan had a very good XP in West. It was in West, so I was like, maybe it's like fraudulent or whatever.
Mhm.
Like this guy never played in comp. Uh, but Fuzzy begged me to play with him. He was like, no, because Fuzzy was playing in NA X
Mhm.
rank as well, and he was like, every time I play against Jordan, he's like doing actually really good and stuff. And as I said, like Fuzzy's my goat, so I listened to him. I ended up listening to him. I played with Jordan, and yeah, I mean, he was really good, like from the start, right? He was also like a good person, like
Yeah.
you could be good at the game but be super annoying or whatever, but
Yeah.
no, Jordan is, I mean, from what I've seen, right? Maybe he lies, but he's like mature, calm. He's like good. Like, honestly, like for me, he's a great guy. So yeah. And then our last kind of kept switching. Like I guess the version with Gus is I think Gus is like has always been a very good player. He
Mhm.
was Jordan's friend, so he was like, oh, like we should play with Gus. I was like, sure. And yeah, Gus is very good and stuff. So yeah, we ended up quickly kind of winning every event, and then we were like, I mean, yeah, we can't really stop at West. Like, we have to go further. Like, and
Mhm.
yeah, that's we saw the global gauntlets, and we were like, yeah, we need to do it. Like, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
that's like that's such a good opportunity for everyone, right? Because it's fun, right? Pushing your limits, because we're all competitors and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of, like, your the run that you guys had during that event, we did see you guys were able to take, 2 sets off of 2 different, JP teams. Kinda talk me through that mindset and the feelings during those 2 moments, those 2 sets, or even, like, overall, how it felt to be able to
Mm.
accomplish such a goal like that.
No, that was real good. I mean, the two teams we beat were actually quite symbolic because we 3-0'd one team called Utopia, and those were the guys that beat us in the last SWS last year.
Oh, okay.
So being able to 3-0 them was pretty cool, honestly.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, we felt pretty well. It was like the fourth set or fifth set. So honestly, I was so sleepy that I don't even think I celebrated. I was like, "Oh, nice," like, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty cool. Nice, and I think it's mostly the first set against Ryukun, Chocopero, Ko, and Schumann.
Mhm.
I mean, those guys, they're like monsters, right? Like literally, like they're
Yeah.
they're just so good. And being able to win against them and clutch a 3-2 was, I mean, honestly, it's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like wow. Like honestly, it's so nice. Like those players are like the best, like actual best players of their region, pretty
Yeah.
much. so at their weapons too. So it felt really nice. Obviously, like they didn't have the best comp, so like yeah, maybe we won a little bit because of that, but still, like being able to win was very nice, especially because these guys basically swept the whole tournament afterwards
Mhm.
against the other Western teams. So being able to win was very good. I was super happy because yeah, I mean Rikun, Chocopero, right? Like I mean, it's just names. Like they win everything in Japan, so being able to
Mhm.
win against them felt super nice.
Yeah.
Um, no, yeah, the mindset was the mindset entering this tournament was let's just try our best. Like let's not, even if we lose everything, even if we don't win a single game, even if we, like shit, like even if we shit ourselves, like it's fine. Like just try your best, be there, and don't think about anything else. Like and yeah, first set we win, so that felt really nice because we were like, oh okay, these everyone is beatable in this tournament. If we won against these guys, like we can win everything else.
Mhm.
And yeah, we ended up being 2-3 against Mauricio, super close. Um, and then we went 1-3, 1-3 against other guys.
Mhm.
And then the only set that felt really unwinnable was against Lobster, the final one.
Mhm.
But even then, like, we did our best, and they're better. It's competition, like
Yeah,
sometimes you face better
absolutely.
opponents, and that's life. Like nobody was mad. Like everybody was like, okay, like we did our best. We took many of them in game 5. We took many of them in overtime games. Like if we were to play against them next week, we could win even more and stuff. Like that was great.
Absolutely. What would you say? Like, I know sometimes you would scrim or compete with GP players on the same team. Was there any that you went against that event that you've played with previously?
Yeah. Uh, I mean, Rikun, for example,
Mhm.
Rikun Schumann, I've played against quite a bit. Um, um, with, oh, sorry, you said with. Um, I mean, I played with Rikun and Schumann in some scrims,
Yeah.
but never in. Yeah, I mean, it's always nice because being able to beat them, it's like, it's not like ego or anything, but it's like, okay, if I win against them, then that means I'm good enough to play with them
Yeah.
in a sense. So it's like, and also they recognize your worth, kinda. It's like,
Mhm.
like Chocopero, like okay, he's a team, like he's one of the best players of all time, right?
Mhm.
Some would say he's the best, and it's like, wow, like okay, it's nice that Chocopero or Ryukun or Schumann, like I'm playing with them sometimes, and it's like, even in solo queue, right? Like I played with them sometimes or against them,
Yeah.
and it's great, right? It's great to be recognized by people better than you in a way because it validates the things. Like you're looking to improve at the game, but it's cool that you kind of mark a checkpoint. Oh, okay, like I beat Chocopero. Okay, that's good. Like next time I'll beat him even like I'll go like 3-1 instead of 3-2, right?
Yeah.
Um, there are some guys named Nemu Alpha and Suimaru.
Mhm.
Um, play Nautilus and Zap.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I played with them in some events. And I don't really play with Japanese players that much anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but I don't really play with the many different Japanese players because obviously the times are pretty bad for them, so I don't really ask
Yeah.
different. Um, but yeah, I mean, all of the Japanese players pretty much I've played with or against in solo queue for sure. Um, Scrim is a bit different because they usually you don't really play with them. Like they play with all Japanese players because
Mhm.
of language barrier and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, everybody. I knew everybody from every team. Like
Mhm.
all of them were known of some sort, like in solo queue tournaments and scrims. Like, yeah.
Do you think now, for something like when it comes like the West versus West, right? Sometimes it's like, oh, like you play with a certain player so many times, you kind of understand how they're gonna play, and like maybe sometimes
Mm.
you could feel that's like an advantage. Do you think you ever had that going against any of these players in this event?
Nah, 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 nah. Because that's actually a very good question you're asking. Because they basically don't like. have the same gameplay loop. They don't have a gameplay loop basically.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's always like
They
sporadic.
always, yeah, they always just do the right play. They don't
Mhm.
do the play that one guy would make. Like if I'm Schumann, like I'm not gonna prefer this spot because I know Schumann goes there. No, because he's like, I don't know, he always does the smart, like the best play he can basically.
Mhm.
And when when you have one guy doing that, that's one thing. But when all four players do that, then it becomes like really hard to track, and you can't track.
Yeah.
Obviously, when I play against the West, I'm not gonna say names obviously, but everybody has their habits, and it's so easy to
Mhm.
predict because they always go on the same wall, they always do the same retake, the same spots and whatever. Like maybe I do that as well, but I don't
Mhm.
know. But maybe I do that as well. But Japan doesn't do that at all. Like it's just weapons. Like yeah, obviously, like the heavy splatling is probably gonna go there instead of here. But yeah, it's definitely it's definitely just four players doing the best play. It's like solo
Mhm.
queue advanced. It's kind of like the essence of solo queue, right? Like
Yeah.
in solo queue, you just adapt your team all the time.
Mhm.
But now these guys have four insane players in their team doing the best play, and it's like wow, like you know,
Yeah, it's almost
it's
like
kind
too
of what
like
I try to bring to
mhm.
PXG as well, right?
Yeah.
I don't try to have us, have like insane team synergy and strategies and stuff. I want us to be four very good players, and I think that's good.
Yeah, and I feel like it's almost like when it comes to like some JP players and teams, it's almost like whatever route it was or whatever section it was that they got spotted or they got killed at one moment, it's like they'll never do that same thing again. Like it like to a T.
Yeah.
It's like they'll find a completely different route or way of play that
Mm.
next life they have that's going to completely throw everything off. Where West, I think it's like the opposite, where it's like, okay, like yeah, that one spot moment I got picked off, but like for the most part everything else worked.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
it's like they're
Because
changing everything.
Splatoon, yeah, because Splatoon is a game where, like, honestly, in this meta especially, like, at least three weapons in a lobby, like three weapons in your team can do basically everything.
Mm.
So it's like the gameplay can be very versatile, and you have so many options, especially with cooler and stuff. So yeah, it's really like when you play against them, when you watch their replays, it's like it's like they're playing a different game. They're not
Yeah.
playing a different game, but it's like they push the limits constantly,
Mhm.
constantly, constantly. So you're like, oh, wait, a splash. I was actually watching some replays from Schumann, and you're like, oh, this splash can flank me? Like in
Mhm.
West, nobody does that. Like no splash flanks, right?
Yeah.
But you're playing as Schumann and he flanks you with splash and kills you, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, but yeah, and you do that with every player basically in Japan.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
they feel like they don't stick to like how we like have those certain weapons that stick to certain like responsibilities or roles in a match.
right,
Like they like break that barrier. They just do whatever might
yeah,
be needed at that
because
specific game.
exactly, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna say. Like sometimes, yeah, sometimes he's playing splash, and yeah, he will paint with splash, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
But sometimes he doesn't have to paint, so he will not paint. That's the
Yeah.
the main difference. Like sometimes he has to kill, so he'll go kill. Sometimes he has to paint, he'll go paint. Like he's just everything. Like everybody is everything. It's kind of weird, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's just the diff, right? That's just
yeah,
the
yeah.
what they do.
Honestly, I can't really understand it myself because I'm not at their level, to be
Yeah.
honest. But that's really something I feel like you know, like when I try to initiate people to Japan, I'm like, just push your limits and don't think you're like in a case. Don't put like a branding on your name, like oh, I'm a support player, oh, I'm a slayer, oh, I'm an anchor. No, that doesn't exist.
Mhm.
It's like just do the best play you think you should do. Is it painting, killing, sharking, backing up? I don't know, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, no, fair. Honestly, wise words to have it like for any really any players out there too, because like like you mentioned, like everyone just falls into that category of thinking like, oh, like my weapon's good at painting, I'm only to do that. That's still my only
exactly, yeah.
responsibility. But you could do so much more with it depending on the weapon that you don't
Yeah,
have to just stick to that.
Splatoon is an insane game. That's why it's like when people say it's a hard game, it's I just think about this. Like
Hmm.
it's just you don't have like one clear best option. Like
Yeah.
everything is possible as long as you're good enough and push your limits enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Fuzzy initiated me to this in 2017. It's impossible to describe unless you're like facing them and you realize, oh my god, there's a level to this. And I say this as someone who beat them, right?
Yeah.
Or like honestly, that's insane, right? Because first of all, when I see people look for teammates or look for a team, they're like, oh, I want someone who paints, or I want this, and it's like, like you should just want like a good player,
Yeah.
and then the rest will come.
Yeah, it's like play with who
Oh yeah.
you enjoy playing with and just like, feel those weapons out or feel a comp out that like works best for each individual and then you just run it.
Yeah, it's certain is yeah. I mean, Splatoon is that simple sometimes. Obviously,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's just be good enough. I mean, the team that destroyed us, 0-3, they're playing Dapple heavy, like is what the fuck, like it doesn't exist, right?
Yeah,
But
just like random stuff like you would never see a Western team run.
yeah, and it's like they beat us, and it's like yeah, so just play whatever you're good with, and that should be enough.
Mhm. What would you say, like, what do you feel was different maybe during this event compared to Splat World Series last year? And this could be on like any caliber, because I know like this time I think every Western team that competed in this event took at least one game. But
Mm.
from any perspective would you want to give, like, what felt different this event compared to the actual Splat World Series last year?
Uh, well, a couple of things. I think first of all, I think the counter pick system was very good. That
Hmm.
made it so you could choose a map you're good on. Uh, you could ban maps you're shit on, and I think last year was random, if I'm correct.
Hmm.
So or the system ban was not that developed, I think.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think this helped a lot personally. Second thing, I think we were hosting as well some rooms.
Okay.
I know it's weird to say, but the fact that we're hosting makes it so like the latency is like equal, kind of.
Yeah.
When Japan is hosting, man, oh my god, sometimes you can't do anything. It's like they're already better than you, but now they have like the cap zones like easily, like with the one suction bomb almost. Like
Yep.
you're like, what? Like they use strikes on zone, like no matter what they cap. Like okay, like that's not fair, but or yeah, I mean whatever. It's something that's undervalued, but
Hmm.
seriously, like you really feel the difference when and even when we face them, they always say, oh, the match is different because they have the host, and it's like yeah, but like you guys have the host all the time,
Yeah.
so like why not sometimes us? So I think that helps. I think
Hmm.
that helps
Yeah.
because in SWS like they have the host and it's best of 3 as well,
Hmm.
which is different because then it's best of 5 now, so you can have a very good map on like even if you go 0-2 you could game 3 you could take a very good map for you because the the map list is like restricted then.
Yeah.
um and the third thing, which is in my opinion the most important thing, is because honestly I don't think we really improved that much,
Okay.
like the west as a whole. I think we improved, but I don't think we like had an insane thing,
Yeah,
right?
not
It's
to like
like
the caliber where it's like, it's significant. It's more of like just like
yeah,
consistency improvement.
yeah. It's like yeah, we improved, but so did they.
Yeah.
It's like there's no reason we win one game last year to now every team wins a game. Like all of a sudden, it's like the jump is massive, and
Hmm.
it's like I don't think we really did any. I don't think we really did anything as a whole besides maybe like get better rosters compared to them. Maybe
Hmm.
they had weaker rosters, not in terms of players, just in terms of comps.
Yeah.
Um, and that was my third point. I think the meta makes it very easy for West, makes it easier for West to compete, and
Hmm.
I think that's like a hot take because I didn't hear anybody talk about this, but I think the meta makes it easier for West to compete because Liter is meta and West loves Liter,
Hmm.
so much, and Liter makes games very coin flippy,
Hmm.
in my opinion. I think a worse team, if they play Liter, I think a worse team can win. Like it's kind of cheese. It's like passive cheese.
Yeah.
It's like Liter forces everyone to play in such a way that it restricts people,
Mhm.
you know? And I've never heard anybody talk about this ever. So I guess that's a hot take, but that's really something I think.
Yeah. I mean, I see the
Um,
perspective because if you think about it, right, like one of the biggest issues I think a lot like Western teams had last time was that kind of control piece of the game where JP teams and players, they're kind of, doing anything and everything, as you said before, like they're pushing the limits of
mm,
every game and every second of that match. Where leader on our side, on a Western side end, forces the other team to play it in a more controlled manner than a sporadic. So it's almost like you can start to
exactly.
have a bit of more of that predictability, not to an extent where like you're guaranteed, but like enough that it's noticeable.
Exactly. I mean, like we play against Rukun, for example, the first set we win, right?
Hmm.
And they have a heavy, we have a leacher. The heavy cannot play the game because we
Yeah,
have a leacher.
yeah,
So first of all, this guy is very good, but he can't play. Like he cannot play.
yeah.
It's like we nullify the aspects of the game, basically. Um, Second thing, I think leacher being good makes Zap being good
Hmm.
because yeah, and it's like I think Zap, leacher, blaster, the lethal blaster, right? Because
Hmm.
S blast is different, but I think these three weapons being meta, I think makes West very good because those weapons are like very uh how do you say, like you can do one thing with them, really.
Yeah,
It's like with Splash you can kind of do everything. With Liter Blaster Zap, you cannot only do one thing, really.
yeah.
It's like you only kill or you only, paint and kill. Like Splash you have to do a lot.
Hmm.
Or S Blast you have to do a lot. Blaster you don't have to do a lot, honestly. Yeah. Personally speaking, like S Blast, for example, is a way, way harder weapon than Blaster.
Hmm.
And Blaster is so easy. It's like, I'm playing against a Lobster who's, in my opinion, the best player in the world, and I'm killing him a lot with Blaster, even though he's so much better than me. And it's like, I faced him when I was on S Blast, and I'm still killing him on S Blast, obviously, but he's like, he's doing more on S Blast.
Hmm.
And I feel like Blaster, he's like he can't do more because the weapon is so uh one dimensional. That
Yeah,
was the term I
yeah.
was looking for. It makes like the meta being a little bit more dumb makes it
Hmm.
so the West is naturally like, or rather maybe Japan gets worse,
Hmm.
because of the meta.
Yeah.
Not that they can't understand it. It's just like it's just the way it is,
Yeah, it's
like
more of
the
like
options are like,
yeah, it's more of like you kinda locking the responsibilities per weapon with the comp that has, like, the leader blaster, zap, where it's like you're destined for, like, this specific kind of criteria, this
yeah,
match.
we cannot nullify the aspects of Splatoon.
Yes, yeah.
We just nullify. And that's what I said, like, in my opinion, Litter is the biggest thing because it's been that way for Litter for like 11 years.
Mhm,
It's when there's a Litter in the lobby, you have to respect it because it's the highest range in the game and it's a
mhm.
one shot, right?
Yeah,
So whether you're Thanos or like whatever, if
yeah.
if you have a Litter, you have to hide. You
Mhm,
have to hide against the Litter, like at some point, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, for example, against Shurikun, I think if we don't play Litter, we lose. If we
Mhm,
play Pencil, we lose. And it's not that Noah is bad on Pencil. Like I think he's as good on Pencil as Litter, but
mhm.
it's just the weapon just destroys even more.
Yeah,
So
it has a lot more control than I think play like, some people, like, realize it does.
yeah, yeah. So that's my main take. Why we were so good. I'm not sure what other people played in the tournament, so maybe I'm completely wrong. But for PXG, for sure, I think the fact that we played Litter Blaster
Mhm,
instead of Pencil S Blast. I mean, actually, I played S Blast and we won some games with S Blast, but yeah, I think definitely Litter like makes us definitely win some games by default because we
yeah,
can, we can kind of control the game at our pace. We can kind of control the pace. That's kind of what
yeah.
I meant, right? Because usually Japan dictates the pace of the game,
Mhm.
but with Litter they can't, or they're like restricted and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I might honestly have to take a look because I feel like, I don't recall seeing, like, that many, if much at all, leader besides, of course, when you guys ran it. So I'm gonna have to look into that myself now because now I'm
Hmm.
curious about that. Because yeah, I don't recall like I don't recall seeing like EZMD have run it that much. I don't recall FC Win running it like if at all. I'm
Yeah,
not sure about the
maybe I'm
others,
wrong.
but
I'm very focused on my POV because I didn't watch the others' POV, to be honest.
yeah, but it's definitely a
Um, but
possibility.
yeah, I definitely think Liter is basically when Liter, even in West, right? If you're the
Mhm.
worst team in West and you play Liter, you can win against a better team than you
Yeah.
because Liter is Liter, right? It's just like a low threat, like highest range in the lobby, one shot. You just have to respect it,
Mhm.
and it only takes the Liter to hit like 3 insane shots, and the game is over. So it's like it's kind of dumb saying it like this. It's not that simple, obviously, but
Yeah.
I've lost against teams that I would have never lost against because the leader is like kind of fucking people up, and it's like what
Yeah.
the fuck? Like you can't even reach him.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And it's really about like because I know some people will be like, there's decent counters to leader obviously, but if your leader
nah,
player knows how to like play around whatever it is, right? Whether you have a janky, lottery Zuka special or whatever it might be, like a good leader is gonna know how to ignore that stuff
yeah,
and
exactly.
control the
Like
pacing.
yeah, one very big misconception that I see even top players like say, and honestly, like I don't know, like yeah, to counter this guy I need the special, but you don't have the special every minute of the game, right? like
Yeah, no, exactly.
like the special is very like it's quick. It
Yeah,
doesn't happen that often. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna Zuka the Litter. First of all, the Litter is allowed to dodge the Zuka shots,
yeah,
and
exactly,
you're
exactly.
you're not gonna have a Zuka every second. And yeah, I mean, like I'm saying Zuka, but like Crab, Missile, same thing. Like the counter to Litter is playing better,
Yeah.
but again, sometimes you can't because yeah, I mean, Litter blocks you from playing some angles, and yeah, I mean, for us PXG, like we have blaster buckets, so like it's hard to push into bucket blaster because we have so much damage and stuff. So yeah, I think if we play pencil, for example, like we probably win still against like the team with 3 Utopia.
Mhm.
We probably lose against Rikun. Like we probably maybe lose some more games. We probably still win some games, but it's like yeah, like a liter is basically a very easy win condition
Mhm.
if I had to sum up everything.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to round that off as for that thought process too. Yeah, because it's just such a good game controlling weapon. It just has so much power.
Yeah, honestly, it's something I could talk about for hours because again, like like my view of Splatoon, like not saying my view is better than others, just
Mhm.
saying like my view of Splatoon is so much different to everyone else, even
Mhm.
top players today, right? Like because I think, right, because I've been initiated to Japan to Japanese Splatoon very early in my career,
Mhm.
2017. So it's like everything I think kind of stems from them in a
Mhm.
way, and obviously they're the best. So it's like I've never heard a Japanese guy say, "Oh, for liter we need Zuka." Like it doesn't exist. Like they've never said that.
Yeah.
Like because it's just not true, right? Like it doesn't work that way. Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair enough. It's really it's challenging the Western mentality really when it comes to those kind of decision making because like
Definitely, because yeah, I mean, obviously, when you play Zuka and you kill the enemy leader because the enemy leader is basically not playing well, you can think, oh well, Zuka counters leader. End of the day, like you're gonna play more against better players, and you're gonna realize that it doesn't happen
yeah.
that often. But yeah,
What do you think your biggest takeaway from this event was? And to follow that up, what are your hopes for the next one?
what do you mean takeaway? Like, what's
So like
what's an
what
example of
so
a takeaway?
so takeaway as in like what's like the biggest thing that you maybe like you learned from either competing in this event
Ah,
or
okay,
just
okay,
seeing from the event, and then what are your
okay,
hopes that maybe things that could change that could maybe have the West do better in the next one?
okay, okay. Not just my team, just West in general, or just my team.
Give me both perspective. Give me your team and then maybe like
Okay,
what
okay.
you may have seen or have heard of for the Western side.
Well, for Western, it's kind of what we discussed. It's just like the mentality, right? Like
Yeah.
pushing those limits, not putting an etiquette, like like branding on your name, like
Mhm.
just thinking beyond the box, out of the box.
Yeah.
It's simple to say. I know it's easier said than done, but I swear, like it's 90% of the job done. Like seriously, like
Mhm.
it's insane, right? And because I used to have this mistake as well, right? Like when I was playing support, I was like, oh, I only need to paint. Like no, like if someone told me back then that no, I am support, but you are a support, but you don't need to paint only, then maybe I would have won more tournaments.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely like thinking outside of the box.
Okay.
Uh, and yeah, I think that's for West. That's my takeaway.
Okay.
Uh, for us PXG, I think we already all kind of think like outside of the box. I think
Mhm.
we are. I think we're all for good mechanically.
Mhm.
And we all like. I'm trying to lead the team like in terms of like in-game leading. I'm trying to. It's hard against Japan because I'm not new to Japan, but in a way it's like I'm not experienced enough, right? Like
Yeah.
as much as the opponents, right, to play like because they're playing so differently, right? It's something I'm not used to as much, but still
Mhm.
I'm trying to lead them and help, give like precise call outs and ideas we need to do. Um, Individually, I think I need to really die less. As a frontline, you're like, oh, maybe I need to kill more, but end of the day, it's probably dying less that I need to
Mhm.
do. And as a team, I think it's more the rollouts. Like, uh, we need to cover better our teammates.
Mhm.
Because most of the time, like we're kind of for like going around, like running around and stuff, but
Yeah.
uh, which it can work, and that's not all we're doing. But yeah, helping each other's, covering each other's is definitely something I think we need to work on more against Japan. In West, that's what we do already. That's why it wasn't an issue until now. But
Mhm.
against Japan, as I said, like they're all flanking and fighting and stuff. So it's like it's so much faster, and it's something that we caught on a little bit, but not fully yet. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's my takeaway and my hope. Well, I think this tournament we could have won every set besides Lobster. So
Mhm.
my hope for next time is to win everything. I think everyone is beatable. So yeah, my goal for next time is to beat everyone because I think everyone is winnable
Yeah.
to some degree. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same teams or what, but even if we don't win everyone, like uh, I hope we do a great show. Again, like I think we did well. We could have done better, but we did well. So I'm
Mhm.
satisfied by our performance. Just next
Yeah.
time, I hope just to do better.
Absolutely. And I mean, I could tell you from a what's it called? A spectator POV. It was so fascinating and just incredible to watch you guys compete against, from JP teams, from especially like with the mindset, I guess, going into what a lot of spectators probably had going into this was like, thinking like, can we at least take a set? Right?
Yeah, I understand. I
Um
understand. No, thank you. I'm happy. Honestly, I'm happy if we motivate people. Like, oh yeah, if yeah, that's possible. Like West can do something.
yeah.
Like I'm not sure if in the main event we're gonna be able to win or anything.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, because it
maybe
feels
in the
like there's
main
gonna be
event
like
we get
more pressure, probably. It's not like just like
yeah
how this was more of like a scrim like event. This next one's gonna be more like, or
yeah
the next spot we'll see is more like bracketized. So
yeah, and maybe like we get unlucky on the teams we play against, like or I don't know, like maybe we all get swept in the main event. But honestly, that's okay. Like I
yeah.
think the global gauntlet showed that it's possible to do something, which
Hmm.
is every team took them up. So you know,
Yeah. No, absolutely. But we're coming up on pretty much the end of the questions I have. So one of the last questions I have for you is going to be a two-parter. So the first part of
okay.
it is, how do you feel the bridge for West and JP is at this moment? And the second part will be, is it building up to where you think we once were in a previous era of Splatoon?
The bridge, you mean the connection between the communities?
Yeah, yeah, right. So like obviously like it makes more sense for like the top level scene to have a little bit more of that connection where you're able to
Right.
not just talk with them, but maybe get scrims in or have the opportunity to play with them at certain events. Um,
Yeah.
but overall, how would you feel how that bridge is how that connection is at this moment, and is it is it building up to where it once was?
So the main thing is, I think to once we you said to to where we once were in a previous era. I think the bridge was never really a thing in our community. Like hot
Yeah.
take maybe, but I remember like some players like bringing JPs to play in money tournaments, and yeah, in my opinion, that's not really a bridge.
Hmm.
Like, because it's not genuine. The connection
Yeah.
is not genuine. It's just my opinion. I know like people are gonna disagree or whatever, but yeah, it didn't feel genuine, and that's fine. Like I'm not blaming anyone, but it's just in my opinion there was no bridge.
Yeah.
Now with LWS and stuff, I think it's I think the I think many Japanese players are interested. Like they play against different teams. They're like, oh, maybe these guys are decent. Maybe like, etc. etc. Like, especially us. Like,
Hmm.
obviously, we took a game off of every team except Lobster, obviously. But like every team, basically, like we were probably every team were like, oh, okay, these guys are like real.
Hmm.
Because you know, in my opinion, you have to put yourself in the Japanese guy's shoes. Like,
Yeah.
he's playing against West. He never plays against West. Everything he hears about West is like, oh, can they even take a set? And it's like, okay, so he probably thinks, oh, okay, these guys are like shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then they play the tournament, and that's fine. I understand. If I was Japanese, I would think the same
Oh,
thing, right?
absolutely. No, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they play, and they're like, oh, okay, these guys are actually decent, and I think that's improving our um reputation to
Hmm.
them.
Yeah.
And the bridge, I think the bridge is never going to be completed. I think
Hmm.
because time zones, because latency,
Absolutely.
because language barrier mostly, uh, because they don't speak English and we don't speak Japanese,
Hmm.
which is, in my opinion, like the number one bad thing is really the language barrier. Because everybody can speak a little bit of English, but honestly, Japanese I can't, right?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's never going to be complete, but I think the reputation got better. Um, in terms of like, because the guys invited are like the biggest figures of the Splatoon Japanese community because they're like top players and stuff.
Hmm.
So it's great if you know most of them were like, oh, okay, like we can okay, these guys are decent, like maybe West isn't that bad, like that's already a good step. um, and yeah, so that's my take. The bridge is never going to be complete, and I don't
Hmm.
think the bridge was ever a thing back then,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But I'm bringing some Japanese players that want to play with me. Like sometimes they message me and they're like, oh, can you invite me in a Western tournament? I want to play against Western people. I'm like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, sure, like.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
So
really like that connection really helps just kind of like, build up, an understanding, I guess, more for both
yeah.
sides, right?
Uh,
We get a more
I think
understanding of what they
also
like.
I think also people got better with X-Ring being like more of a sign.
Hmm.
It's like personally I got top 10 in JP, and a lot of people know me, oh, this guy got top 10,
Yeah.
or like I got 5k, or this guy got 5k. It's like people know you actually by this metric rather than tournament wins. Like in West, it's kind of going back to a previous question, but in West we put a lot of emphasis on like tournament results or like
Hmm.
result culture. Like, oh, I tooled this guy, I'm gonna put him in my Sendu bio. Like, but in Japan it doesn't exist. It's just XP, right? It's
Yeah.
just the X power and stuff. So in my opinion, it's way better in Japan for this reason.
Hmm.
But yeah. That's really nice, and a lot of people got better XP, and like they play a lot of X rank. They get the opportunity to play against Japan. In Splatoon 2, I don't think it was really the case. Like nobody really, me included, right? Like nobody really played X rank. The people that were winning every tournament, like we were not even grinding X rank that much.
Hmm.
Like I think about Kyo, me, Ice mainly. Like I don't think any of us were like grinding X rank.
Yeah.
So and we should have, right? Like I mean, I'm not gonna speak for them, but personally, I should have grinded X rank, But yeah,
Well, absolutely, totally understand for that take. And honestly, I'm glad that we've shifted more towards an X rank, focused practice or just like improvement of skill because we are seeing kind of like with that like the line of XP just slowly being raised, all around too. I think it gives a better understanding of where a lot of players, where they sit, on the in the competitive basis for the game.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's pretty much all the questions I have for you. This is like the last section of the interview where I like to kind of give the pass over the mic one more time and just any closing thoughts you might have, any shout outs you want to give, and of course shout yourself out where people maybe can find you if they wanna catch your gameplay or anything else.
Um, you want me to give final thoughts? You said.
Yeah, absolutely,
Um, Final thoughts. I mean, honestly, well, first of all, thank you for the interview, kinda.
absolutely.
That was nice. And second thing, I mean, yeah, I hope West is gonna be able to improve. I've played for 11 years. I think we're very good right now compared to previous eras of the game.
Hmm.
Compared to many people, like many people will lead you to believe that West gets weaker and stuff, but it's just because people quit and stuff because Splatoon is not a professional game, and people are allowed to not play this game professionally.
Yeah.
I mean, like consistently. But I think skill wise, I think we're pretty good. Not only PXG, not only me, but like overall in the scene.
Hmm.
It was like everybody took a game, so that's a good thing. And uh, yeah, I hope we're gonna be able to improve. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep playing the game, but I hope in the future one day you know, uh, there will be people that will maybe listen to this interview, or they will maybe watch the sets and they'll be like, "Oh, I want to beat them. Like, I want to beat Japan one day." And I hope someone manages to do that on a consistent basis.
Hmm.
Uh, because yeah, like you can always win sets, you can always win like some tournaments, but like I mean like actually like being on their level, which it's kind of difficult because of the system.
Hmm.
Like it's hard to play against them consistently and stuff. But yeah. Thank you again. The scene is great. Platoon 4 is gonna be great if there is one.
Hmm.
So yeah, I hope it's gonna keep thriving.
Absolutely. And for anyone maybe who wants to keep up with what you do or your work, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at gray_SPL, or Twitch gray_SPL without the underscore. That's where I stream, and yeah, that's my main socials. I stream mostly X rank or tournaments, and yeah.
All right, wonderful. Well, great. Thank you so much once again for coming on to my podcast and being able to give us so much great insight. Not only just you as a player and of course PXG, but overall just your thoughts on the global gauntlet and the experience against some of the best players that Japan has to offer. So thank you so
Mm,
much again, and thank you all
thank
for
you.
watching and listening to this episode of the podcast. And we'll see you in the next one.